YouTube, how are y'all doing? For those of y'all that are new to my channel or new to my content, I go by Ishyabui. Welcome to another video on the Ishyabui Reacts channel. And today we have another album reaction. Now, I'm not gonna say this is too out of the ordinary for me because if you guys been on the channel, I've reacted to this realm of music before. It's pretty on brand, I feel like, but this one has a little bit of value in my opinion. Because it's involving kind of like a story arc of a particular artist that I've been very interested with since I was first introduced to him in like 2020, maybe 2021. And that's SoFaygo. Now, aside from all the memes saying that he's been up next for like a decade now, which has a lot of truth to it, I'm very curious as to how this album pans out for him. Now, with everything being in consideration, I still think that SoFaygo is a really good artist. You know, that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people at this point kind of call him overrated. He's just like one of the Cactus Jack tag-alongs or whatever. But I don't personally see it as that. Because I saw a lot of freaking, not even potential, because potential is like unrealized. I saw a lot of talent in what this man was dropping when I first discovered him. You know what I'm saying? When some of the homies introduced me to him, you know what I'm saying? And then I turned around, some family was trying to put me on to him and all type. The talent is there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can attribute his decline to him joining Cactus Jack, which in a lot of, you know, scenarios seems to be a good thing. But since then, he hasn't been pushed that much in a lot of people's opinion. He's been put on the back burner to a lot of people's opinion. And he just hasn't been dropping as often as a lot of people would have expected him to in comparison to like older periods of time, which I feel like is a natural progression when artists get more known and stuff like that. They just kind of pull the mysterious card and just fade off the face of the earth until it's time to drop, depending on how big you get, right? But I feel like this album is very important because it has to reinsert SoFaygo into the music scene. Like at this point, I feel like when you talk about him, he's more of like a myth or like a what if story. Like what if he kept dropping, or what if he came out of that battle against Yeet, you know, when both of them were both in the same area of relevancy and stuff like that. Like, I don't think that he's kind of like a has-been in the scenario. I feel like he still has a lot more great music to drop, a lot more great projects to drop. But it's not just me that has to know that. He has to know that, and then he has to get his audience to know that, and get a lot of people that were on the train or that were off the train back on. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get the yapping out of the way. First song on the album, Open It Up. Now, when I think of Open It Up, I think of Mosh Pit. And when I think of Mosh Pit, I definitely do not think of a Cash Page feature. So we'll just see how that goes. Wait, hold on. My bad, y'all. Like every night, I just gotta get my money right. Cash money make the Okay. So off the first song, I like it as an intro. Song straight. My only thing is that it's a little bit too melodic for a song about a mosh pit. Just a little bit. But as far as like the idea is, I like it. I like it. That's probably the best execution of that I could possibly think of. Because like I said before the song played, when I think of a mosh pit, when I think of the phrase open it up, I don't think of Cash Page. I don't. And now this is coming from somebody that doesn't listen to that much of her music, but from what I've heard, that's just not the type of vibe that her music gives me. But nonetheless, I still like it. Still good enough to save. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely see myself like coming back to that. Next song, Bankrolls. Hold on. I like how aggressive this beat sound. Like gritty.
Too many bankrolls in my pockets, I'm having not to the end, babe. I don't like fake hug, and I said that I'm dodging them bitches like every day. Pull up, I'm charging my coupe, you know what I do, I might hit it before I race. I done been in my shoes, I'm trying to get that back, I'll be back in a couple days. Okay, I'm high as you high. I gotta get on the fire. Got that big roll on my side, I pull up my ice and my eyes too wide.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We gonna go ahead and restart that one. This sounds like something that Fayo gonna slide on. I like this.
Too many bankrolls in my pockets, I'm having not to the end, babe. I don't like fake hug, and I said that I'm dodging them bitches like every day. Pull up, I'm charging my coupe, you know what I do, I might hit it before I race. I done been lacing my shoes, I'm trying to get that back, I'll be back in a couple days. Okay, I'm high as you high. I gotta get on the fire. Got that big roll on my side, I pull up my ice and my eyes too wide. I'm nothing like the little guy. He play with gold and he fried. You ain't do right by my side. I cannot hold your hand, baby, I tried. Been too busy going up, bitch, having shit. She seen miracles happen in real time, okay, hallelujah. Riding fast, I ain't roll my window down and check I do. She doing bless me, pockets on empty, look at what I'm dressed in. I know you invested. Diamonds are majestic, I've been up restless. Yeah, take off my necklace, better get hectic. Whoa, popping this shit, popping swag, I know you invested. Whoa, I stay in my lane of a clash, baby, I just wanna live. Rig jeans on me, babe. All these hunters cannot fit up in these skinnies, I think I need me a case. Know that I'ma keep the racks in the middle, I don't want you in my face. It don't matter how much money I be getting, nigga, probably never change. Too many bankrolls in my pockets, I'm having not to the end, babe. I don't like fake hug, and I said that I'm dodging them bitches like every day. Pull up, I'm charging my coupe, you know what I do, I might hit it before I race. I done been lacing my shoes, I'm trying to get that back, I'll be back in a couple days. Okay, I'm high as you high. I gotta get on the fire. Got that big roll on my side, I pull up my ice and my eyes too wide. I'm nothing like the little guy. He play with gold and he fried. You ain't do right by my side, I cannot hold your hand, baby, I tried.
I really like this beat. That verse, I don't know how to feel about that verse, but that chorus and that beat is tough. Outside. Okay.
Can't you tell? Only care I die. Gun spells. I'm in the coma now.
This like a late night cruise type of vibe. It's hard.
Run it up, 'cause this shit ain't stopping for nobody. Out of here, I'm in the whole nother dimension. When I whip this shit,
That little lead in the back kind of nice.
every day some new shit, baby. This is how I'm living. Hopped up out that coupe, I'm off these drugs and now I'm tripping. Meet me outside. I've been outside. She just wanna ride. She said bring me one more time. Keep me on fire. Keep me on fire. Racks on
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Keep them racks on
Yeah.
mine. Bitch, hop down the sky. Way too trim, I ain't lie. Took off, let me fly. Yeah, money up, I can't lie. Diamonds on me too bright. Yeah, it was like pro tonight. Yeah, shawty got way too hot. And she want ride tonight. Let's go. Said you ready, I know.
But hold on. It's something about this beat that sounds very, very familiar. I don't know is whoever produced it or like what. I'm gonna have to look into it. But for those of y'all that know, y'all let me know in the comments who produced the track, and that might be the answer. Because the sound of this song, it sounds very familiar. Not in a way that's like, oh, this is like a copy and paste of XYZ's beat or something like that. But it just sounds like it's well within a particular producer's realm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like this one. This one's nice. I really like this beat. Like, this beat is not super complicated, not super complex. It does just enough to show itself and gives it enough space for Faygo to do what he does best on it. I really, really like this. I really like this. This is a nice track. And as far as like what he needs to do in this album, I feel like he's doing it in a good job right now. Back in the mix. Okay. 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 I like this. I like this. It's another cool track. Right now, I haven't seen him like completely like miss the mark. Mayday.
in the park. Are you with me through the light and through the dark? Because me and the cash never apart. Drugs gon' kill if you got your bag up. Okay, then I feel you. Money stay real, yeah. Faygo stay real, yeah. But I'm in the whip, yeah. Baby, roll on my hip, yeah. Every day a new payday. I just pull up. Mayday, it's a mayday. Pull up. 88, going crazy. Uno. Save me, you can't save me. Money on my mind, so I don't got no fucking time. They don't be on shit and I can see it with my eyes. All I do is working, they just hate, I don't know why. Been up for so long, I know you cannot blow my high. Put it up, I reach cloud nine. Suit it up, get shot like night. Truly told I hold that night. Bully on they told ya lie. Oh, my diamonds so clear. Been getting money for you. I can shed a tear. I told you the truth, but you ain't even here. You ain't even care. Drugs gon' kill if you got your bag up. Okay, then I feel you. Money stay real, yeah. Faygo stay real, yeah. But I'm in the whip, yeah. Baby, roll on my hip, yeah. Every day a new payday. I just pull up. Mayday, it's a mayday. Pull up. 88, going crazy. Uno. Save me, you can't save me.
That was another cool song. So far, my favorite song is Outside. Hands down. The next song is called Notice Me with Hard Rock. I've listened to some of Hard Rock's music. I'm a fan. I definitely like bro's music. But I'm curious to see how they gonna go together. I need to prepare myself for that. That was aggressive.
They can't talk about a boy, they ain't notice me. Eyes on the prize, yes you notice me. High in the sky, now they notice me. T-Rex boy, yeah. Rex come by, yeah. Count Rex boy, yeah. Put it on the coin, yeah. I got money on the floor, this shit got OD. I got racks up in my safe when shit get lonely. I don't want no problem, bitch, unless you owe me. I'm tryna ball up in this bitch just like I'm Kobe. Couple of racks on the set, racing on my neck. I can go taking your breath. No shawty love me the best. Shawty, you gotta get tested. Don't ever let me get tired. Okay, this shit get alive. We can take that coupe out and start swiping. Bitch, it ain't no stopping. I'ma do this about 30. Rubber band ain't popping. Got these racks out, they not dirty. Bitch, that whole game really causing mayhem like we purging. It can get so easy. Show you how I did it. If I can't see nothing, I'ma see them digits. How many done turned up? I get they so
Yeah. This is a good Faygo verse. This is a good Faygo verse. Yeah.
They can't talk about a boy, they ain't notice me. Eyes on the prize, yes you notice me. High in the sky, now they notice me. T-Rex boy, yeah. Rex come by, yeah.
Yeah, this is tough. I wasn't a little bit a fan of that like high-pitched part, but as far as him rapping, that was a tough verse. That was a smooth verse. Let me go ahead and throw a like on that one. So far, we 6 songs in. 6 out of 7 been saved. And that also brings me to talk about one more thing. 19 songs, not even hitting an hour. We're just under 45 minutes with this. So a lot of these songs I'm seeing, they're gonna be quick. You got a few exceptions, one being 3 minutes, 3:30, but a lot of these, I mean, 3 minutes and 30, 2.5. With those exceptions, there's a good bit of songs that are gonna be like 2 minutes, 2:15, 2:08, 2:04, like sub 2:30, which is probably like one verse, a chorus. Well, actually a couple choruses, and that's probably gonna be it, which I don't mind. But that is a lot of songs. Next song is called Relocate.
Nothing is stolen. Been having motion. Rather go, shout the back, rather go, rather change. Got my pack, yeah, day. We gon' pay, yeah, gang. Want some move, yeah, like where to? Relocate, see the moon, yeah, like, straight, bitch, I'm straight. Yeah, she wanna be a rock star, okay, that's my taste. Yeah, friends in your face, yeah, proving me your face, yeah. How you wanna say my way, yeah? How you wanna play my name, nah.
This one was okay. I probably won't see myself coming back to this one unless it just grew on me, but like this one's, it's all right. It's cool. Like nothing like out of this world crazy, but okay. like that one. And that's one of the longer cuts of this album. This song is called Challenge. I will say, so far the production on this album, you know what I'm saying? This is nice. This is nice. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed so far is that it don't sound like he using the same folks. And then it also don't sound like he using the same folks as a lot of his peers in the same space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even consider him underground, but he's mainstream, but he's not getting a push on mainstream. So he's like top level underground, low tier mainstream, in my opinion. So a lot of people in those spaces either have like a good 2 or 3 maybe producers associated with that artist, or they have a general sound of music that they just make. You know what I'm saying? To the point where anybody can make that type of song, and it's a artist type beat, not necessarily a beat that a certain producer would make. You know what I'm saying? But with that all aside, I'm liking these beats. I'm liking Faygo on these beats. The only thing is that I do want him to pick and choose when he goes into that little falsetto, like when he start going up into them higher registers. I want him to pick and choose when he does that a little bit wiser. Cause I think it was like Relocate. There was a part where he just went up and kind of stayed there too long, in my opinion. But anyways, Challenge.
Let's go to the moon. I'll show you how to do it. Geek on show. Geek on foot. Tatted my body. Think about getting tatted from my head to my toe. God, I love your body. I love how you don't give a fuck and I'm loving your soul. Yeah, I'm loving the challenge. Why they pleasant and jealous? Yeah, I can see why they be jealous. God, I'm hot in love. Talk. I can take you where them ends meet. I can take you where it's not heat. I can put the ice on you and you freeze. She like how you started whipping them keys. She like how I move a nigga low key. In my eyes, I see nothing but green. I'm a little drunk and she turned to one fiend. Talk. Do you wanna rock? Like, do you wanna rock? I don't wanna talk. I don't wanna talk to him. When I wanna drop, I know when I'm dropping. Turn me top 10, and I'm really locked in. Yeah, nigga wanna hand out, no, cause I got them bands out. Oh, yeah, I got them racks out. Yeah, can't vote, can't count. Yeah. Let's go to the moon.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do it. Geek
Yeah.
on show, geek on foot. Tatted my body, think about getting tatted from my head to my toe. God, I love your body. I love how you don't give a fuck and I'm loving your soul. Yeah, I'm loving the challenge. Why they pleasant and jealous? Yeah, I can see why they be jealous.
Yes, this is, yeah. It's funny how I was just talking about him picking and choosing when to go high and stuff, and he did it here. Good moments, good choices, I'm loving to see that. Our next song is Monster.
Maybe I'm the problem. No, I don't want drama. Do you really care? Or do you see a monster? Guess I got what I deserve. Hey, so you gon' make me keep the dirt. Whoa, I can still try for what
All right. That one threw me for a loop. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. It's a nice little right hook from the type of songs and stuff that we've been getting. And I really want this to like pan out well. It sounds good so far, but I really want this to be like really nice. It shows the versatility that I feel that Faygo has.
Baby, I'm too deep in my head. Head first, I ain't never scared. Yeah, you got me when you seeing red. Now I gotta clean up this mess. Jack boys hopping at them jets. Flew down and we catch you on the head. Rockstar life until we dead. Psychedelic, I've been on the edge.
I like this one a lot. Yeah, I like this slower cut. And the thing is, I feel like we've already seen Faygo do slower cuts because that's pretty much all Pink Hearts was. For like, ooh, I feel like I'm gonna like that one just off of that little like part. But let me go ahead and get on this soapbox real quick because I feel like this is very important to say. While this song Monster shows us the versatility of Faygo, in my opinion, I also feel like Pink Hearts did that, but it did it at the wrong time. Usually, from what I've seen, I usually see people go into their like second or third album trying to push a different tune or push a body of work that in its majority sounds different than what a not normal, but what an average fan would go to their music for. You know what I'm saying? But for Faygo to do that in his first album, or not his first album, but for him to do that on Pink Hearts, when a lot of people were expecting that same type of stuff that he was dropping before he got discovered by Cactus Jack, you know what I'm saying? Or the type of stuff that made him allowed him to blow up during that time, it wasn't what people were expecting. So with that being said, it kind of gave it a bad taste in people's mouths. Pause. But like it didn't sit well with people because I was going here to listen to X, Y, and Z, and you gave me ABC. Now, my whole vision skewed on whether I think ABC is good in the first place because I was listening to it prepared for XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me personally, I was taken off guard. You know what I'm saying? I was that exact same case, but I was also able to listen to it and be like, I mean, this wasn't what I expected, but it's still good. Now, I'm not other people. Other people saw it and was like, this was but I came here to listen to this and I got something completely different. This is a terrible project. But like fortunately, I didn't see it like that. I was able to enjoy it, and I was able to enjoy a lot of the other stuff that he's dropped since then. But like I said all the way in the beginning, this is kind of like make or break album. You know what I'm saying? He needs to break out of that narrative of him being up next, because you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to ever give you credit for being second place all the time or just on the brink of greatness. You know what I'm saying? Just one hit away or one good album away or one XYZ away from being something that other people even yourself feel like you're worthy of being noted as. But that's me on my soapbox. I'm off. Figure me out. I like this beat already.
I'm tryna stay like nothing, son. I don't think twice, I try my luck. On head first, I can't slow down. Smoking on the Zodiac and the shit so loud. We touching the clouds, yeah. Bad bitch, she wanna blow on my phone. She tryna figure me out. Hold up, baby, not right now. My nigga gon' water no foul. Whoa, pockets on 100 pounds. Hold up, baby, I told you that most them found. When you been on top of your shit and you don't see nobody around. Yeah. Pop out. Yeah. Pop shit. Yeah. I want the money up. Yeah. I want the profit. I told her fly and top it. Don't take over my oxygen. Shawty just won't have me boxed in. I can't do that, gotta lock it. Whoa. Get my bands up, rockin' this bed, my bitch. Soon as we pull up, we on them camera, we on some pop star shit. Ice on my collar, my shawty the baddest as soon as we pop out shit. Woo. I'm in the studio running, you know that this shit get legit. Baby, watch how them fall. Bitch, I've been in my zone. They say it's only the top, but I already been on my own. I just bought brand new chrome. Baby, after this night, you might not see me again, I'm gone. I'm tryna stay like nothing, son. I don't think twice, I try my luck. On head first, I can't slow down. Smoking on the Zodiac and the shit so loud. We touching the clouds, yeah. Bad bitch, she wanna blow on my phone. She tryna figure me out. Hold up, baby, not right now. My nigga gon' water no foul. Whoa, pockets on 100 pounds. Hold up, baby, I told you that most them found. When you been on top of your shit and you don't see nobody around.
Yeah. That was one of the other songs where I was like, he's staying in this little high pitch a little too long. And plus, I really wasn't a fan of the flow. It was a little weird. I'll probably have to listen to it more in order to like it. This is called Mission.
She wanna show her the lean. I told her let me be. Baby, I'm on a mission. You know that nigga official. I don't even need a whistle. Whenever it's me, that she listen. I mean, them racks coming. Look how he ballin' like drumming. She with me all in the tummy. She think a young nigga funny. I'm working no fab. These little niggas have. You could check my stat. I'm up for the app. LV on my feet. JBG my fleece. Look at my pocket like cheese. Swerving a whip in the streets. How you mad at me? Cause your ass ain't get no breeze. Diamonds on my teeth. She said go just smile for me. Boot it up, you better tweet. She gon' give me brain until a young nigga can't think. Put her in that whip and I just told her she shouldn't blink. Yeah, gotta look over my shoulder cause you know a nigga already too deep. 100 bet pop out the motherfucking bag and I spend this shit on a new chain. I gotta geek up and go to the moon. If I don't, I might lose my brain. I gotta wake up and get to the money. I'm tryna be head of my game. Bitch, I'm applying that pressure. You know I ain't tryna be living the same. They let me oversee. You love when we smoking on tree. She wanna show her the lean. I told her let me be. Baby, I'm on a mission. You know that a nigga official. I don't even need a whistle. Whenever it's me, that she listen. I mean, the racks coming. Look how he ballin' like drumming. She with me all in the tummy. She think a young nigga funny.
This was cool. I don't think I'll come back to it, but if I like have it on, I'm not mad. If I have it on, I'm not mad. This one's a calm track. We are 12 songs in and about 8.
Got rocks on face on. Cardiac clear vision. On the rise that I mentioned.
Count Up Fast is the song.
Baby, hold up, pay attention. Let me show you how I'm living. Selling fast, popping tag. Yeah. So much cash on my back. Yeah. Feeling spaz, feeling max. Yeah. Counting fast, I'm so good at math. Yeah. Oh my God. Can live a facade. I've been going high. Shine bright in the dark. Little bitch, I'm a star. I'm shot like a sword, love. Don't wanna walk, look. You know, thinking that shit like I'm a bullet. Yeah, I'm the one, yeah, ooh, yeah. If I'm pretty low fat, I'm so up. And that bitch, I'm a dog, I'm a cool dog. Kinda lot of me, I hope I don't get pulled up. Yeah, smoking loud to the brain, it got me too up. Got rocks on face on, Cartier clear vision. On the rise that I mentioned, on the rise that I mentioned. Baby, hold up, pay attention. Let me show you how I'm living. Selling fast, popping tag. Yeah. So much cash on my back. Yeah. Feeling fast, feeling max. Yeah.
I feel like I want, like, part of me likes this song, but part of me thinks he could have did better on this. Yeah. Like I want this one to be, I wanted this one to be good. And it's not like it's like it's terrible or it's like barely passable, but it's just like I feel like he could have rapped in certain flows or just rapped in general like he did on other songs. On this one, it would have sounded so much better. Okay. Hold on. When I heard the guitar, I initially thought of like Hearthstone Psycho. And I feel like this would have fit on there. But this is SoFaygo's song, so it's like obviously, you know what I'm saying? If I'm making a song, I'm not gonna give it to another artist unless I just have nothing to do with it.
Connected like Wi-Fi, ayy. Bitch, yeah, it's my time, ayy. Okay, yeah, it's my time, ayy. Fuck all, hoe get paid. It's that way I fake. I'ma throw no shade. I'ma throw no miss. I'ma hit shit when I aim. Too fast in there with my end up in another lane. Drop another bag, I done ash on my Himalayan. I had to go off, I had to cut them out the frame. Love it, you don't love me, you just have us on my chain. Wow. Pull up in the UFO, throw your heel at the end. He can take my spot, nigga, yeah, take it there. Somebody get they thought, she's a bot, she's a name. We won't send no shots, we'll put it to your head. Bitch, what the fuck? I'm up that model, I can't feel my face. I know you worry about a nigga bag. Can't trip my shit, little bitch, I check my legs.
I like this one.
I drop myself and breast out my
This was nice.
What the fuck are we doing? Bitch, space, could we escape? Well, I was gonna fuck that little bitch, but I passed, she in my taste. Before I ate my feet up, but I saw I said my grace. Before I ate my feet up, but I saw I said my grace.
That one was nice. This is a single. I've already heard it, but I still like it. This is a really good, this is a nice song.
money, clothes, yeah. All a nigga knows, all a nigga knows, yeah. I turn up these shows, yeah. I count up a roll, yeah. In this world alone, yeah. In this world alone, yeah. Pace can hit my phone, yeah. I'm like, what you want, yeah. Snatch off and get gone, yeah. Get up in that mode, yeah. Straight up on the door, yeah. Hate on me, I don't care. Fuck up on my ice, yeah. I just read it slow, yeah. He said he don't like go. Pop up in his nightmare. This is just how life go. Man, you niggas micro. Bitches think I'm bite though. Gotta toss my iPhone. Man, I wish that you ain't switched. Now I don't even like yo. Straight up out of bed, yeah. Vet on, I'm a vet, yeah. It's like I got step on their neck, yeah. I'm getting right, give me a sec, yeah. I run up a check, yeah. Got something to get out my chest, yeah. Roll up, I'm smoking the best, yeah. Don't even know how to stress, yeah. I got my own swag on that dress, yeah. Don't know how to be no one else, yeah. It's me, I don't see no one else, yeah. It's good, don't need no one else, yeah. Money, clothes, all a nigga knows, all a nigga knows. I turn up these shows, I count up a roll, yeah. In this world alone, in this world alone. Pace can hit my phone, yeah. I'm like, what you want, yeah. Snatch off and get gone, yeah. Get up in that mode, yeah. Straight up on the door, yeah. Hate on me, I don't care. Fuck up on my ice, yeah. I just read it slow, yeah. Fuck up on my ice, yeah. Bless out like I'm Christ, yeah. I'm 285, I'm out of here. Go,
Next song is Grow. Once again, these beats really, really nice in my opinion.
You know I'ma cut the racks on the daily. You know I'ma tell the facts to you, baby. But I run up, I'ma smack me a J. You know I'ma run a chat like you say. Pull up on crash, she ain't like. Only thing I'm chasing in the bank. She already know that I ain't. I don't care about nothing but the game. I don't care about nothing else. Let's go. Smoking on Tasha. Let's go. I can rock by myself. Let's go. I pull up, get a bad for a show. I heard some niggas mad. I know. I had to get them back. They had to go. I had to focus on where I'ma go. Diamonds on fusion, bring her that heat. Stepping with boots on the bottom of my feet. Before I knew that, they get in these streets. I can't see that nigga, that's on my G. That jacket G stop nigga, that's what I bleed. I put them on piece and you know I'ma eat. I pull up, be rollin', she tell me agree. I got my ice cold, I do this in my sleep. I'm treating this fashion like regular shit. I'm tryna look up just best on his wrist. Fuck it, I'm dropping a check on my feet. Bitch, when I get in that zone, I'm a trick. Tryna roll down, I'ma just on my grip. Say when I'm floating, I feel like a blimp. Count on my 4 minutes, stay on my hip. Do something come for a young nigga dip. You know I'ma cut the racks on the daily. You know I'ma tell the facts to you, baby. But I run up, I'ma smack me a J. You know I'ma run a chat like you say. Pull up on crash, she ain't like. Only thing I'm chasing in the bank. She already know that I ain't. I don't care about nothing but the game. I don't care about nothing else. Let's go. Smoking on Tasha. Let's go. I can rock by myself. Let's go. I pull up, get a bad for a show. I heard some niggas mad. I know. I had to get them back. They had to go. I had to focus on where I'ma go.
Yeah, I like that one. This one's nice. Current song is Crash Out.
Look like they hit me a lick. Pull up, I pop a ring on. Already know the posse. They already know that we on. Yeah, you already know that we up. Crash out, I don't get no fuck. Yeah, pussy, I spit in my truck. I guess we ain't run out of luck. Guess we ain't running up all these dance hoes. You thought I was a duck. I already knew that you was
I don't think I like this beat.
And that's why I would get up, but like I was float. I ain't even laying hoes. How could I ever let up when I'm everything going according to plan, ho? Know what I'm saying? Sailing around on my kid. kick seats, not no Louboutin. Boy, you better get in your grind, better go get you some big, bro. She love how you always high, baby girl, cause I've been low, so I can't let you in, no. Can I 100, that's why I grin, ho. I would never wanna take a L, that's why I win, ho. I was seeing niggas falling, I still on my 10 down. Nigga be claiming they solid, okay, but you capping for. Nigga be praying I'm losing my sauce, I ain't seen it happen, no. I'm on a mission, you hitting my phone, what's in them attachments, babe? And I'm really talking to you through this song, I'm not even rapping, babe. Look like they hit me a lick. Pull up, I pop, I re-on. Already know the posse. Already know that we on. Yeah, already know that we up. Got shit that don't get no fuck. Yeah, pussy I spent in my truck. I guess we ain't running a lot. Guess we ain't running up all these things, huh? You thought I was a duck, I already knew that you was a fiend, huh? And that's why I was geeked up, but like I was float, I ain't even laying, huh? How could I ever let up when I'm everything going according to plan, huh?
I don't know. I'll have to listen to this one again. I like how he was on the beat, but
yeah, which church you wanna go?
Safe.
Which way you wanna take? Telling a lie on demon time on God, you know ain't safe. I'm in a hot spot, back, so I need cake. I'm in a late about the gas, trying to stay away. Yeah, which way you wanna go? Which way you wanna take? I'm telling a lie on demon time on God, you know.
This is another good one. Nice little vibe track. Nice little vibe track. Last song of the album, See Me Shine. It's up next. Let's see how you finish this out.
Let you get too close. like I'm lightning, I'm moving. Look up thunder, I'm booming. See how I'm doing, you know I'm fine. Yeah, worry about me, don't waste your time. Worry about me, don't waste your time. Maybe on church, I can sleep at night. Yeah, I see it. No one looking down, wanna see me shine.
Okay. And that was SoFaygo's MANIA album. Now, for 19 songs, 44 minutes and 54 seconds, we got about 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 19 songs. If you're new here, my whole criteria of whether or not a album is good to me or how much of I enjoy the album is as long as it hits like half of its track list. Like if we have 19 songs, I need you to do good at least on 8. You know what I'm saying? That really determines whether or not it's good or it's just not, whether or not it's good. So if he would have hit like 7 tracks on a 19 track album, I wouldn't think that would have been a good body of work. But if you go half and half, that's just like, it's all right. But for him to go 12 for 19, I feel like he did what he needed to do on this album. Now, to what degree, that's up to everybody's personal opinion. With this album, if this is the type of body of work that we can expect from Faygo, I would want him to drop more often. I don't think he can drop something like this and, you know, drop back into the Cactus Jack shadows for like another 2-3 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially with his particular situation, he needs to be in people's faces. He needs to be in people's faces. He needs to be consistently dropping and quite often in comparison to like his label counterparts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So out of like 10, I'll probably give this album like right now, I want to say a 7. I want to say a 7, but I do think this has a lot of potential to grow on me. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure to go into this album with a very open mind, not trying to go into this album trying to expect a particular sound out of Faygo, because that's how a lot of people ruined Pink Hearts for themselves. But I'm not gonna say but if you were a person that was very interested in like old Faygo and stuff like that, you got a good amount of it here. You got a good amount of it here, but it's on new beats. So it's not the exact same feel, but it's newer. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good body of work, in my personal opinion. My only thing is he doesn't need to drop this and then go back into the shadows for like an absurd amount of time. There needs to be an EP. There needs to be an album. Perhaps this same time next year. And I'm talking about an EP or an album, whatever the case. Or he needs to be like dropping songs, like sprinkling songs in throughout the year to keep people like, you know, keep people's attention. Because this one, if you're trying to hit it out the park on this one album to get people like, boom, I knew what I was capable of. Y'all knew it. Everybody else knew it. All the doubters that said I was never gonna break that ceiling. I knew y'all were gonna be wrong. This album shows it. I don't think we can jump to that conclusion just yet. In my opinion, we need to be dropping more. We need to be dropping more music and show that consistency and show, show that you are that good and that consistent. Right now, you crack that ceiling. I need you to break through it. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from somebody that genuinely wants this man to, do well and make great music like I feel like he's capable of. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, that's my opinion. That's my reaction to this album. Let me know how y'all feel. What were y'all favorite moments of the album? What albums do you disagree with me on? I mean, what songs on the album do you disagree with me on? Maybe you have a song that you like that I didn't, or I like that you didn't. Let me know and we can talk about it in the comments. I want to hear y'all perspectives. I want to hear y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And with all that said, I love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next vid. Y'all folks be safe, man.